Le'Veon Bell was released by the Jets in the middle of this game.
Do you think he regrets leaving the Steelers?
I got $28 million for 18 games.
He could have gotten that much for
As the Steelers would have ground him. Yeah, he probably regrets it.
He must be miserable. At least win some football games.
He played for the Jets. Like, there's literally no other thing than he was miserable. This is the only option.
I'm not going to pretend to know Le'Veon Bell, like, personally. But but based on the way that Le'Veon Bell has gone about his – actually, you know what? I take it back. You know what Le'Veon Bell told me his rookie year? That when he gets done, he's a film junkie. That he wants to die. He wants to be an analyst covering the NFL. And he is big into studying film and working in the media. So I hope he gets that job. So I don't. This is at the 2013 Super Bowl, the New York Super Bowl, where he met for Breech for the first time when he had that handle of Jim Beam in a backpack and showed up to dinner.
And stole my jacket that he's yet to return. Yes,
and so jacket. That's right.
You had Jim Beam all over. You didn't want it back.
This is what I'm up against.
So I don't know Le'Veon Bell well, but I do feel like he tried to take a stand. It didn't work out well. And then he got $28 million to play 18 games. It's not a bad deal.
It's a terrible deal. It's like,
what?
I mean, money only goes so far. If you go to your job and you hate your job and they try to get rid of you for a year.
He's got $28 million. He didn't have to play for the
every
Jets.
day for 365 days. You go to work and you know that they hate you there and they're trying to get rid of you. I get that he got paid. He could have stayed in Pittsburgh, not set out a year and rode jet skis for the whole football season.
I was going to say that, Ryan. So if he had stayed in Pittsburgh or in 2020, he would have made, at the end of the 2020 season, he would have $45 million in his pocket.
But do we think that, all right, so what season did he hold out? 2018?
2018. So he
burned
$17 million.
Was he miserable in 2018? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say 2018 was a pretty good year for him.
He was making rap videos on jet skis, man. Like, no, he wasn't miserable,
exactly.
but
awesome.
Nobody wants to burn $17 million, which is what he did.
He doesn't have money problems.
You don't know that. And by the way, if you ask him right now, and if he told you the truth, I would imagine he would say, yeah, the last 2 years really sucked. I regret taking the year off.
He tweeted out, remember, I don't know if you guys saw this tweet that he would never sign with the Jets, and then he ended up signing with the Jets.
That's true. I just think that, like, we're like, well, Le'Veon Bell completely ruined his life. I mean, like, he's fine.
Who said that? I didn't say that. I just said that he probably regrets leaving Pittsburgh.
He regrets it. He made the worst decision of his life.
No, he's made worse decisions, like driving while smoking weed with LeGarrette Blount and then saying, I didn't know you couldn't smoke weed and drive. That was worse decisions than probably this. But again, I think that he regrets
leaving
Pittsburgh.
Worst decision towards ACL?
I feel like that second rap video was his worst decision.
Oh.
Feels like you're a bitter Steelers fan about this.
Not at all. I mean,
Ryan, if the Steelers called him tomorrow and asked him if he wanted to come back, would you want it?
No, I don't know where he plays. You have James Conner, you have Benny Snell, you have Anthony McFarland. They're all getting touches.
I'm going to say that Le'Veon Bell goes somewhere and has a 1,000-yard season before he retires.
That's fine. Yeah, sure. I mean,
just simply because of the Adam Gase factor.
Fair enough. I get all that. And there are plenty of places that make sense. I mean, the Bills could use him. The Texans could use him.
The Bears could use him.
The Bears could use him, sure. So there are places.
The Chiefs use him.
Nah, I guess, but I mean,
I would love him to go to the Bills and then be playing the Jets in 2 weeks and go off for like 200 total yards and 4 touchdowns. That would be fitting. And Brinson, I don't think the Chiefs is that crazy because I just think that you have a rookie back there. He's still trying to learn on the fly. Le'Veon Bell's a great pass-catching running back, and you put a quarterback like Mahomes. Yes, Ryan.
Tampa Bay.
I'm here for Tampa Bay, if only for our social media team and everyone's social media can be like, the greatest backfield in NFL history? Is it? I don't know. Can you stop the Buccaneers?
Sean McCoy.
Crap. Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell. Chris Godwin. Mike Evans.
It's like, Gronk. O.J. Howard. He's out for the season. Whatever, bro. Is it the greatest backfield ever? I don't know.
Actually, there are a ton of teams now. The Washington Football Club, the New York Giants clearly need someone.
Nobody who's tanking. Nobody's tanking.
But I mean, in terms of team and needs, he won't be out of a job. Is what I'm saying. The Green Bay Packers, I would love that fit there in terms of pass catching running backs. The Vikings, who knows with Dalvin Cook, he can't stay healthy more than 15 minutes. So you could go down the list.
The Giants, they just signed Devontae Freeman.
I think Ryan said that, and you said no one's tanking. Oh, you don't think
they're tanking? They signed Devontae Freeman, so I don't.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
What about the Houston Texans? Maybe Romeo Crennel's like, this is how you do it. You don't trade DeAndre Hopkins away. You sign a guy for minimum salary and bring him in.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think two teams that actually aren't tanking, that makes some sense. I would love to see Kamara and Lev Bell in the backfield with a quarterback who can't throw the ball overhand. The Seattle Seahawks, Chris Carson, Lev Bell.
Seahawks actually makes sense.
So there, I mean, you really can't go wrong. It's
Seahawks sign every veteran, every big name veteran.
But they'll have to pay. I don't think Lev. He ain't playing for $1 million a year.
All right.
What about the Chargers?
What do you think the odds are? What are the odds are that whoever writes our Lev Bell landing spots post on CBSSports.com includes the Patriots?
It'll be number one, or it'll be the last one at the bottom. It'll be the very bottom.
I'd say the odds are like minus 135.
I will say that post has already been written, not by me. And do you think the Patriots are on it?
Yeah, of course they are. And
they are not on it.
Wow.
No way. Tyler Sullivan didn't write that.
And
oh my God,
Tyler Sullivan did write it, Ryan.
Double dunk.
Down hard.
You just Cody Parkey that, man. That was the double doink and out.
Tyler dunked on me, picked the ball up, and dunked on me again while I was laying on the floor.
You were dunking on Tyler, and he stole it from you and dunked on you. That was a double.
Well, I said that about Tyler because Tyler's a Patriots fan, so I thought he'd put that in there. But
it's a shame that no one will ever hear the end of this podcast to hear that double dunk.
No, because we scared everyone away with 20 minutes of soccer.
Debo will clip that part at least.
Down hard.
Maybe Tyler doesn't want Lev Bell.
But I feel like if you have Damian Harris, you're trying to get him some carries. James White, you don't need another cog in that backfield.
You can also only carry so many running backs on your roster.
Right. And so you probably have to dump someone.
I think
going to do that. Or put him on the practice squad. Maybe Le'Veon Bell's willing to play on the Patriots practice squad. That would be hilarious.
What about the Bengals?
Yeah.
But again, Gio Bernard and obviously Joe Mixon. I don't know that the Bengals will bring in someone like that.
Gio Bernard is not a reason not to bring in another running back. I like the Chargers idea. I actually like the idea of the Colts.
Yeah, I like the Colts.
Mac is hurt, obviously.
Just traded for Jonathan Taylor in a fantasy league.
What if the Nick Chubb injury is a little more serious than anyone thought?
That's a good one.
You think the Browns think about it?
They could play him this week against the Steelers.